In this video, we will see about a overview of the memory system. Memory is one of the important concepts of computer system. In this video, we will see the types of memories, hierarchy of memory, and characteristics of ROMs. The first, we will see the definition of memory. A memory is a storage device which stores both data and instructions. The basic purpose of a computer is a program execution. That program means a set of instructions. Instructions are loaded in the memory and also data will be loaded. Instructions are used to perform operations on the data. So both data and instructions stored in the same memory, this concept is called a stored program concept developed by the Van Neumann machine. After that machine, that concept is known as Van Neumann concept. Present day computers also still follow the same concept of storing both data and instructions in the same memory. Before SPC, data is stored in one memory and instructions are stored in another memory. So getting data from one memory card and data from another memory card, instruction from another memory card will become difficult. After that, Van Neumann, a mathematician, proposed both data and instructions stored in the same memory but in the different segments. Data segment and instruction segment or program segment. So memory is an important device which stores data and instructions used for our computer operations. Memory basically classified into two types: main memory and secondary memory. Main memory, because it is called as a main memory, whatever the program, whatever the software to be executed by the processor or a computer, that must be loaded into the main memory. That is called as RAM. Without loading the required data and instructions or programs into main memory, that cannot be executed. That's why it is called main memory. Another memory, secondary memory, it's the largest memory, and the data which is under execution maintained in the RAM main memory, the remaining data and instructions stored in the secondary memory. So performance of a computer obviously depends upon the main memory capacity. As main memory capacity is increasing, its capacity or speed of the computers increases. While comparing two computers, a computer has more RAM size, another computer has less RAM size. Obviously, a computer with the highest RAM size gives more performance because it can store more programs, more data. So processor can execute at a high speed. Here processor utilization is very much important. Irrespective of the speed of the processor, its utilization is very much important in the computer. So we classify primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory example is the RAM and ROM. Now we will see the differentiation between RAM and ROM. RAM is a random access memory. ROM is also random access memory. Random access is not a type or property. It is only property. Random access means the time taken to execute a program, or time taken to not execute, time taken to read or write data from the memory, irrespective of its location, will be the same. Actually, memory disk contains tracks, sectors, and records. Inner sector and outer sector. Physical distance to the from outer sector to the center and inner sector to the innermost sector to the center is less. But time taken to read data from outermost record and innermost record will be the same. That is the random access property. So random access is a property, it is not a type of the memory. Actually, RAM means read write memory, means it can perform two operations, read operation and write operation. These are the two basic memory operations. Read-only memory means it performs only read operation only. Once the write operation is performed, it can perform only read operation. That's why ROM is called as permanent operation. RAM is called temporary memory because we can perform write operation as read operation. Whatever data you want to modify, you can modify. You can delete. So any number of times you can perform write and read operation. That's why it is called as the read-write memory. And RAM is called as a volatile memory. Volatile means when power goes off, entire data is lost. That's why power backup is required for computers. And coming to the ROM is a read-only memory. So we will write data and instructions into the ROM. Programs are written into the ROM by the manufacturer during its manufacturing time. So the user has to provide complete data to the manufacturer during its manufacturing time. So it is a permanent. Once write operation is performed, we can read any number of times. If you want to modify, if you want to correct anything, it's not possible with the ROMs. Only not using or destroying the ROM is only possible. That's why it is called as a permanent memory. That's why it is used as a system memory. Or operating system routines and library routines and permanent softwares will be written in the ROM, and the temporary softwares will be written in the RAM. That is the RAM versus ROM. And ROM is a non-volatile memory as it is a permanent memory. Even power goes off, there is no data erasing. Now RAM is classified into two types: static RAMs and dynamic RAMs. Static RAMs stores data by using flip-flops. Static RAMs are faster than the dynamic RAMs. Static RAMs are used as cache memory due to its speed, and compared to static RAMs, dynamic RAMs are slow because dynamic RAMs stores data in the capacitors as a charge of capacitors. So capacitor after some time automatically will be discharged like our cell phone battery. So they need a separate hardware to refresh the DRAMs. That's why its size is more, its capacity is more, less cost. That's why DRAMs are used as the main memory, SRAMs are used as cache memory. DRAM abbreviates dynamic RAM, SRAM abbreviates static RAM. Then coming to the ROMs. ROMs are permanent. Once written is over, only read operations only possible. So manufacturers, researchers feel discomfort with only one ROM. So we devised so many types of ROMs after the ROM. PROM, programmable ROM. Programmable ROM means it exhibits all the properties of the ROM, means read once and write many. Write operation for the ROM is performed at the customer, performed at the manufacturer during its manufacturing time. But PROM option is there. Program can be read, can be write at manufacturer site if data is ready. Otherwise, manufacturer can supply empty PROMs. Then customer can perform burn or writing of ROMs by using a special writing software at the customer site when he has the data ready to write. But once the write operation is performed at the customer side, that never modified, that is only the PROM. And remaining properties exhibit the same as ROM. So no erasing is allowed. Another category of ROM is EPROM. EPROM allows erasing of ROMs. In this erasing of ROMs, erasing is allowed, but a chip level, entire chip will be erased by focusing against the UV rays, ultraviolet rays. Then you can write by using a special software at the customer site. That is the